Hi guys, this is Sudhanshu Kumar, and right now I am admitted in a hospital. And yeah, so I'm making this video as a documentary about what the procedure, what I was diagnosed with. I had a surgery today, just like 2 hours before, and I'll keep on making videos on every 3 to 4 days or 5 days to document how my recovery is. Right. So I was diagnosed with partial TFCC tear. So there's a TFCC cartilage in the wrist, both the wrists. So I had a partial tear in that, and as that was a minor one when I went through the MRI. So that was a minor one, and the doctor said that it might heal itself, as it happens in many cases. Like most of the cases, like 10 to 15% people need a surgery. So yeah, I for me it had been almost 9 months and it was not healing. I still had pain. So yeah, so this is September 2021, and I got this problem in around 12th December last year. So I had my consultation after 10 days. I just thought it was a sprain or something, so it might heal, but it was not healing. So after 10 days, on 23rd December, I had my first consultation. Then they had an X-ray first and saw something is suspicious, but it was not that major, sort of a hairline crack or something, but very minor. So he just said that wear a brace and don't move your hands, don't lift weights, do some physiotherapy, and it would heal. So after that again, after 1 month, I went to the doctor again, but this time to one of his seniors. So they said me to get an MRI done because the pain was still there, and he did some tests, just not medical tests, but manually, like with their hands and all. So one is called the piano finger test, and uh, I don't know the names exactly, just twisting the hands in certain directions and seeing where the pain is there. So after that, when I got the MRI done, they saw that there is something suspicious, but even MRI could not pick it up because it was very small. I'm like lucky of me, it was was not causing much trouble. I could lift some weight, do my work, keyboard typing, driving a scooter also. Look, uh, so things that does not require much weight, much twisting with the left hand. So I could do all those wearing a brace, yeah. But in my home usually I don't do much because my parents won't let me because of this pain. So yeah, at home I don't wear the brace. Then I had consultations till like June this year, 4 or 5 consultations. After June, I had it directly in September, and that doctor said that you should go for a surgery. So I went through this. He referred me to another doctor. He is a specialist in arthroscopic hand and wrist surgery only. So yeah, I consulted him just one day, told him what all happened. He's a good doctor actually. He's friendly, and like, yeah. So I liked the way he told me what the problem was, what the procedure will be, and in just one consultation we fixed a surgery date and everything. So within like, yeah, I met him on 18th September, and today's 27th September. I had my surgery, so like 10 days, and I just had it like two days before. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm still a bit dizzy. Like I can walk and all, but sometimes I get dizzy. Yeah, because of the anesthesia. So yeah, I mean, they gave me a mild general anesthesia, which would be in effect for 3 hours, I think, 3 to 4 hours, and a local anesthesia. So my left arm is completely immobile. I can't move. Like this is my first surgery, first time I got an anesthesia, and everything is for the first time. So yeah, this is sort of fascinating, and I'm just hoping I'll get better soon. Yeah, so I was telling about my history of what happened. So 2 3 days ago, I got all the pre-operative tests done: ECGs, blood test, X-rays, and COVID RT-PCR test. All were good. Everything was good, and yeah, COVID test was negative. Yeah, sorry guys. I was just getting my lunch, receiving my lunch. Sorry. Yeah. So I got all the tests done, and doctor called me to like he sent me his mail. So I forwarded him all the test reports. He said, "Okay, get admitted in the night, and we'll have your procedure the next day early morning." So yesterday night I was admitted, and today morning 8 to 8 a.m. my surgery was scheduled, and they were pretty punctual. By 7 I was there for the preoperative tests, got some rest there. The anesthetic, uh, he came to ask few questions like any loose teeth. I don't know why did they ask. I've never researched on all these. So he asked about any previous surgery, any implants in me. Also, if I had my bowel movement good in the morning, did I eat something, drink something. So all these stuff, if I consume alcohol or smoke anything, so these stuff, and then they decided that it would not be a general anesthesia, like they won't numb me completely, but just the arm, and they gave a mild painkiller sort of thing, which made me dizzy. Yeah, so this was the basic what happened till today morning. Also, I was thinking of making a pre-operative video yesterday, but I was too busy with all the documents, some medical insurance stuff, and all. Also, the doctor was saying that get admitted as soon as possible. So yeah, a pretty busy day yesterday. Today also, my father is there, but they are not letting him inside because COVID protocols and all. So yeah, the and this is a pretty good. I see just three patients here. There are six beds, but just three patients right now. Yeah, three including me. Yeah. So this is what all happened till yesterday. and today, yeah, what I told. And yeah, let me show you what my cast looks like right now. Yeah, so apparently, usually when we get hurt or something, we don't cover up the injury quickly, but in this, somehow they operated. This was an arthroscopic repair. This was a 2.7 mm scope, and I don't remember all the stuff that the doctor told me, this technical stuff, what instruments they would use and all. There was a shaver to cut off some flesh, the scope, the camera, and all. So, yeah, I think they have a suture also, and they made not incisions, three holes, one for the scope and two other two, I don't know, whatever instruments they had to use. Yeah, and it was pretty good. I I was in I was dizzy, but I saw most of the procedure. I didn't see like my head was turned, but yeah, there was a small hole, and I could see the instrument. There was a monitor. I could see half of it. I apparently I should not, but I didn't even tell anyone, so I was seeing it. Not the doctor's fault. And yeah, it was fascinating. I could hear them talking about stuff, any random things. There was music going on, slow music. Hi guys. So yeah, the attendant, she just gave me the food. Yep. So I got rice, egg, and one vegetable, some salad and all. Uh, It's good. I'm eating about like after 12 hours, because pre-surgery you can't consume something. So I had my dinner yesterday night, and then I'm getting it right now. Also, sorry for anything wrong if I'm saying my English is too bad right now. Okay, this was again wrong. Sorry. Yeah, I am dizzy, but I have to eat. And yeah, this documentation would like help me to help me and others also to know what happens during this surgery, TFCC ligament surgery. And I would just say this is a very minor thing. If yours is also mine, small one as mine, but if the injury is a bigger one, uh, like if your ulnar or radial any bone gets dislocated and stuff, or if you have too much pain, soreness, or anything, then you should consult your doctor and opt for surgery as soon as possible, right? Mine was very small, it was not even clearly visible on an MRI, so they thought it would heal because it was very minor. They thought it would heal with physiotherapy, but yeah, I had to go for this, and I'm just hoping I would get soon within 3 months. So yeah, my hand is in cast right now. This is a sort of a soft cast, and this would get replaced with a hard cast within 2 days, and the doctor said that the cast would be there for 4 to 5 weeks depending on the healing. Now I don't know how they would see my healing process inside a cast, but this is what he said, and yeah, that's it. I'll just say nothing to worry. If your pain is not the pain, if your injury is not causing much trouble, then it's fine. I mean, you can opt for surgery, or if you. But one thing, yeah. Before this, just one thing. You have to get in hold of a good professional who deals in these things. Just don't go to a general doctor or general physicians who might like delay it for months. I went to a good hospital. Doctor was good. He specializes in like sports and all, sports or orthopedics. Yeah. So within a month, I got the MRI done and all. But maybe if you go to some other doctor, I don't. These are allopathic. I don't know about homeopathic or Ayurveda or Unani. All these, they might not tell you to go for an MRI and try to heal it with their ways. Homeopathic won't work in this because I have a relative. He's an homeopathic doctor. I showed him the MRIs. Before seeing the MRI, he suggested me 2 3 medicines that you can take it for a month or so and see the healing. But when I showed him the MRI, so he saw and told that no, this won't heal with homeopathy also, and you should go for a surgery. So at last I decided that okay, let's go, and I am here. Okay, yeah, signing off for now. I'll continue to make videos every 5 days, 10 days for the next 2 months. Yeah, and hope this helps you all. Okay, yeah, yeah. Signing off for now. Bye.